What are different ways to name your product releases? Naming releases or versions is often an area where the least amount of attention is paid in the software development process. However, the logic behind naming your releases should be to convey meaning to relevant stakeholders. Now, who these stakeholders should be and what meaning should be conveyed is entirely up to you. But a thought-through and structured release name says a lot about your software development process. There are 4 to 5 different approaches to naming your product releases. Date-based. In this approach, the date of the release becomes the name of your product release. For example, a version released to customers on 15th April 2023 can be named 2023.04.15, or whatever date format is convenient to your audience. Numeric. This is the most common approach because that's how desktop software products are usually named. The version names here include various numbers, such as 1.0 or 2.21. For example, the first number can refer to the major release identifier, followed by a minor release identifier. Alphanumeric. In this approach, alphabets are prefixed or suffixed to add more information up front. For example, desktop software that works on Windows and Linux operating systems might name versions such as 2.3-Windows and 2.3-Linux. Semantic. This approach is nothing but extended numeric versioning. The only difference is that here, there are predefined rules and guidelines to follow before coming up with the next release name. Code names. Some companies use code names for their product releases, which can be anything from animals to fictional characters. For example, Google has used code names such as Jelly Bean and KitKat for different versions of its Android operating system. The approaches we talked about are not exhaustive, and you can come up with something that is the most appropriate one for your product and delivery. The key is to choose a naming convention that works for your team and all the stakeholders. Visit Amoeboids.com now to learn more about our release planning and reports app for Jira.